Hello and welcome, my famous Texas bullworms. How you doing today? It's SJB here, and we've got another fantastic and hopefully epically orgasmic video for you guys today involving the Sniper-Roonies. We've got Chimps mode for you with only snipers. Now, I think this is going to be really tricky. This is going to be, like, absurdly tricky. As far as maps go, I tried to pick a map that I thought was reasonably long, because this one's got like a lot of curls on it. It doesn't really matter that there's two different separate areas that they're coming on, because snipers don't really care about that too much, except for shrapnel shot, which I think won't be overwhelmed too much anyways. But here's the major issue. Snipers are good, but once you get to a certain point, they start to fall off, and they fall off hard, and we're limited by a lot by the fact that we've only got 3 5th tiers that we can get. And the 4th tiers aren't really going to be all that amazing, if you ask me. So, let's work together. Let's see what we can figure out here. The main thing is we want to start getting our 3rd tiers going as fast as we possibly can for these guys. And that means that I want to decide what I want to go for. There's a lot of different options for us, because even the 3rd tiers can have different cross paths that actually make sense all across the board. Semi-automatic rifle can be a semi-automatic with large caliber or shrapnel. Bouncing bullet can be even faster firing or large caliber. Deadly precision can also be shrapnel shot or even faster firing. So it's like, it's super tricky on which one you actually want to go for here. Start you guys off, I think what I want to do is I want to go for a semi-automatic rifle with a large caliber. I think that's my goal. I think if I could just get rid of some of these big layers right from the get-go, some of the most problematic layers, I'll probably be doing pretty well. What I've got is I'm going to leave all of these snipers now on first instead of on strong. Uh-oh. We're already running into some issues here, friends. Ooh! We may have made some mistakes. 75, surprisingly not going too horrible. 76, we're going to try to use our arrows right away just to insta-kill a lot of these ceramics. We get a lot of them dead, and they all die. Beautiful. That's exactly what you want to see, man. We're only 6 grand away from our crippled Moab, and that's going to change things a lot for us, man. Immobilized for longer, take extra damage from all other attacks, and that's where the snipers really come into play. So we want this guy to be attacking the same balloons as what these guys are attacking, hopefully. It's kind of a weird way to think about it, but that's kind of what we want. Big chunk of Moabs here on round 77 for some reason. Way more complicated than they probably should be. And I'm going to use my arrows here to try to keep myself alive. It looks like we do end up surviving there, but dang, now we are out of them for round 78 here, and I got to hope that I have enough cam detection with a couple of random snipers here. And or just balloon popping power in general. It's not looking good. Oh boy, I had to spend a lot of money to make this happen, and I'm kind of upset about it. I had to buy shrapnel shot fully auto rifles. I mean, it does give me that cam detection. It does not give me that extra lead popping power, though, so DDTs could still maybe be an issue with this situation I got going on in here. Everything else seems to be getting dominated pretty hard, though, which is pretty awesome. I gotta admit that. And then randomly, the camo ceramics on 78 were just a non-issue like at all. I don't know what's up with that, but seems like everybody's got things flowing for a little while. Still want to save out that extra $16,000 for the crippled Moab, though. It sucks when you get $2,000 away and then just get knocked down into smithereens, man. But it happens to the best of us. Alright, we killed all these regens. And yeah, you know what? I got to admit, right now, it's looking pretty good for these snipers. Everybody's just working together in unison in a wonderful, wonderful way. Even these reinforced mobs and everything got nothing on us. But after round 80, things change a lot. You start having to deal with super ceramics and super reinforced ceramics, which have double the health of super ceramics, which already have a bunch of extra health over regular ceramics. So it gets pretty wild, pretty fast. For some God, though, no big deal at all. And still got a bunch of money saved up, man. We're hoping for the best here. I think the first few rounds in the 80s shouldn't be a big deal at all. I think the next big problem for us is probably around 90. And then, of course, all the even numbers of 90 and even some of the odd numbers of 90, depending on how DDTs are going to be for us. I'm really hoping that, like, somehow we can just magically take down all the DDTs, like with this guy or something like that. And I just don't know for sure if they're going to go down as easy as I'm anticipating. Alright, 81 does go down, but dang, did not feel all that amazing, I gotta admit. Alright, we're gonna leave this guy on first for a little while. Nah, we're gonna move him to strong. We're gonna leave him on strong. It seems like I'm getting overwhelmed a little bit too much by that. I probably need another one of these guys up to just another main Moab, but I'm really hoping to finish off this cripple Moab before I do that. Alright, still going strong. Ish. I don't want to say too strong. A lot of things are getting popped near the back of the map, though, which is kind of upsetting. Looks like we're going to go for a big chunk of arrows here to try to keep me in the game. Still a lot of balloons we got to take down. Quincy's double ability attacks, and we will not beat the Super Ceramics. How unbelievably upsetting. I gotta be sure with you guys, if we can't beat round 82, this is not looking good for anything in the 90s. This is looking really bad. It's making me think that I made a lot of mistakes somehow. Alright, we're going to change this guy to a fully auto rifle. And again, it's keeping me away from my Crumple Moab here, but I think I just have to do it. We're going to buy another Made Moab with Shrapnel Shot. Again, keeping me away from this Crumple Moab. I'm just not able to get a few $1,000s away like 4 times now. And then I just start losing. And I think just buying a few little $100s here and there is probably not enough to keep me in the game. So I really do have to like buy up that next big 3rd tier or 4th tier upgrade. Alright, so we've got these guys on Strongs right now. Seems to be going pretty well. Getting a lot more stunnage could be the answer. And maybe even also saving Quincy's abilities. That's not super duper important for us, but knowing that I have them available to me does make me feel a little bit better about myself. We use Quincy's first ability, and we lose on round 82 to some zebras. What are you doing, snipers? What are you doing? That was terrible. Well, I've resigned myself to trying on balance. It's actually not a longer map than the other maps, but you do have the ability to kind of centralize a lot of shrapnel shot damage, which could be helpful for us. So let's see how this one ends up going. If this one fails, though, I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to do it on an intermediate map, man, with snipers. This is just, it's difficult. So yeah, I have all 3 5th-tier snipers. So after that, you have to decide what else do you want to buy. And like I said, it seemed pretty logical to me to go for full-on bouncing bullets. It's kind of weird to imagine that bouncing bullets are that much more effective than all those shrapnel shots and everything that I was using earlier, but it just does seem to mathematically or testing-wise make the most sense. Now, that was against round 98, and that was the only round that I tested, so I cannot say that that will work in all situations. But based on what I'm seeing right now, man, let's just start spamming Rambading-donging. More bouncing bullets, and we're going to go faster firings for now. I think I still need to go for a couple of those large calibers, though. I still think DDTs could be a decent issue for us, and they're coming up soon, man. They're coming up in just 5 rounds in here, so we got to be ready for these puppies. As far as positioning goes, I don't really think it matters too much at this point. I used up the really, really good spots, and I don't really want to put them like somewhere over here or here. I'd rather put them somewhere in the middle because they're most of the time going to be in the middle part of the map over here. So, yeah, let's get to spamming. All right, first TDT's coming up. Let's see how we're doing. I'm going to assume we're going to do pretty well here. With a lot of stunning power, we are doing okay, but that was not as amazing as I would have thought. So I'm definitely going to go for more large caliber bouncing bullets now. I pretty much need to if I want to survive here, guys. Alright, the good news is we still can fit quite a few snipers in here, and even if we can't fit them inside of the range over here, we can still put them up the top over here as well, which is not a bad spot at all if you ask me. Still have not really needed to use too many sort of abilities. Things have still been going down. Good enough, at least. And even if they leave the circle, we still got more time to pop them. It's not a bunch, but it is something extra here. All right, another big level coming up in here, and we're still going large calibers these days because of them darn DDTs, man. All right, I think that looks really scary to wall. Some balloons almost snuck through. More balloons trying to sneak through. A little scarier than I like it to be. We're going to use at least one jump drop here. And it looks like we do take down at the beginning of round 92. But dang, this is still looking so scary. If there's going to be a round that kills us, it's bound to be round 98. It's going to happen, man. I can almost guarantee it. But there are other rounds that could also kill us, round 95 and such. All right, another sniper popping in here. Got to get every little bit of popping power that we can up in here. I don't really feel like I need to upgrade Soda. I know that we could like start spending some of our money on Soda levels and things like that. I still think I'm better off using snipers. Here we go, round 93 with no abilities. Okay, I feel pretty comfortable. If that is how we're going to deal with regular DDTs, I think that even through round 99, I should be good against them. So I'm going to focus on not buying large caliber snipers now. We're going to focus on just going for the most popping power. So we're going to go for the faster firings. And again, it's not a big difference. It's very similar, but based on what I just saw in my really quick sandbox tests, it's like almost makes no sense to go for anything else at this point. All right, round 94. I think we're going to have to use our ability here for the first time in a while. We're going to start off with a big Sawdust Sword jump. It is a slow overwhelm, but definitely an overwhelm here. These are regular balloons, though, not reinforced, which gives us a decent advantage. All right, we're going to go for our sword charge here just so I can clean some of these guys up. That feels real good. We got some Zoma Gods left. But the good news is we can take down the Zoma Gods nice and slow, like I'm hoping. That'll leave us the ability to sword charge as soon as we want at around 95, which is unbelievably amazing. And look at that. Another bouncing bullet with faster firing. And we got to spam some more, my friends. Some more bouncing bullets. Bounce everywhere, my little bouncing bullet friends. Bounce everywhere. Now, I don't think that I want to leave any of these guys on Elite. I know that you could put them on Elite, but I still think first is probably our better option. I do not want any random balloons to sneak through. That's my main concern at this point. Okay. DDTs for around 95. We're going to go for an early jump here. Now, keep in mind that, believe it or not, the DDTs aren't even the main problem right now. It's actually having a bajillion Boebs in the way. So we're going to go for a somewhat early sword charge here. Going to clean up some of these random Boebs. Still a bit of an overwhelm coming in here, though. This could be tight. This could be really tight. Another bouncing bullet. And DDTs are all done. A few Boebs to clean up. And we do. Woohoo! Baby! All right, 95 is done. I'm going to go for more faster firings now. Again, increasing the main form of popping power that I have. All right, I think there's a couple more spots for snipers. At least one there and one here. I could sword charge. Balloons are starting to sneak through. We're going to sword charge. Hopefully that cleaned them all up. We're going to sword jump. Uh-oh, there's a lot of balloons right now. They're trying to sneak through. Trying to sneak through. Across the board, they're trying to sneak through. I can't tell what's going on. We have to restart. I think the snipers might have been able to clean it up, but that is just too scary for me, man. I don't know if we can do anything better, but dang, we got to retry. Okay, this is where it gets tricky, because there really isn't that much else we can do. I don't think. I can use my jump. Hopefully take down these mobs a little bit better. Yeah, all the mobs are going down pretty well. I think I might have to sword charge again. Let's see. Wait till the last second for our sword charge here. Yeah, we got a sword charge. Sword charge does not automatically take down those ceramics, though, which is kind of upsetting. I should have built those snipers. That would have actually helped us out here. Okay. Again, it's a scary, scary situation. I had $6,000. I think that's at least one bouncing bullet. I think it's worth it for us to restart. All right, we're doing something completely different today. I switched every single one of my snipers to Elite, except for this guy I'm going to leave on first. This guy I'm going to leave on first, and this guy I'm going to leave on first. So my 3 5th tiers are on first. Everybody else should be on Elite, unless I messed up and accidentally did put them on Elite. And let's see if that changes things at all. I don't know. I believe it's going to be worse, to be completely honest with you. There's Bloons trying to sneak through already. And there it is. That's why I don't use Elite targeting. I'm really not sure if this is going to work, but I feel like I have to give it a shot. I was able to beat round 1 with Ezili. Well, round 6, I guess, and 7, and then part of 8, which was kind of surprising to me that they gave her that grouped attack right from the get-go, which allowed me to actually get started in here. This would alleviate my round 96 and round 98 problem, but it makes more problems for all of the other rounds that I am not able to use this Moab Hex on. And therefore, I'm not sure if this is going to be helpful at all, because all it takes is one silly mistake, wrong ability use, or combination of pretty much anything going wrong for this just to be an absolute horrific run. You can tell already, ceramics are already getting kind of far in here because Ezili just straight up sucks at popping balloons. We've got 19,000 so far. I think Sada would have been at like 50,000 by now at least, and that's without using any of Sada's abilities. Well, Ezili just kind of sits here and is garbagey. Surprisingly, round 91 is giving me some major issues here. I think I'm going to leave everybody on first. Like, everybody on first. Nobody gets to be on strong anymore. Maybe that'll help me. Maybe it won't. But I'm hoping that this will allow me to insta-kill more BFBs kind of as time goes on here. It's jumping around, but it seems to jump around to the wrong balloons sometimes. And that causes more chaos here with just so many balloons kind of overwhelming me here, and even with some pretty decent micro and everything, it just does not seem to be the case that it wants to let me win here. Got a lot of BFBs here, a lot of balloons we gotta take down, but everybody is on first. Let's It's getting close. Getting super close. Super close. I'm riding it wherever it goes. And we do. We take down round 91. That was painful, though. Holy crap. That took me like 4 tries to beat. And you guys get to see the live commentary version following through for us. How delicious. All right, round 92. We're going to wait till we get ready for these Oh My Gods. I'm going to use it on these Oh My Gods. Yeah, we are. We're going to use it on these. Oh, look at that. See, again. And then when they're on first, it's like it doesn't. It's just kind of annoying. But it does end up working out in our favor. But for round 93, we do not have the ability to use our Moab Hex against these DDTs. But I'm hoping that all of my snipers are good enough. And it looks like, yes, they will be for 93. But I think what I need to do is to get at least one more large caliber bouncing bullet. I did decide to go for one more main Moab with even faster firing here. He is on first, and I think I've got to swap this guy to strong. Just stun them a little bit. It seems to be working out pretty well. Kind of like randomly leaving them in the middle of nowhere while we just finish off the rest of these guys with the rest of my guys. And sadly, I think first for this guy, even though it seems silly, actually kind of makes sense. Holy crap, this is a lot of Moabs. We're going to wait on the Moab Hex. We're going to use the Moab Hex very soon in here. Whoop, there's the Moab Hex. Let's see what happens. Let's grab some extra $0 real quick. Boom, $0. And this looks very overwhelming. Very, very overwhelming. Like, how could we possibly beat this? The amount of overwhelming here is very overwhelming. We are stunning them. Again, leaving everybody on first seems to be a very important aspect to our play style. A lot of guys popping out here, though. That's going to be way too many ceramics for us to take down. I don't see how it could be remotely possible. I don't see it. All right. Come on. Look at all these frickin' Moabs. Oh my god. That's way too many. I thought having Ezili would help me, but it does not seem to be doing very much justice whatsoever. She's worse than Sada as far as even late game Moab popping power goes. She's just not doing what she's supposed to be doing. I can wait a smidge longer here, but it's a little too random on what's going to get popped, basically. That's my biggest issue here. It seems like I probably popped a lot of them, but is it going to be enough? Holy crap. Not even close. And I cannot look at both sides of the map here at the same time. Like, that's just luck that I didn't lose. But a fairly early Moab Hex. Maybe that'll get these BFBs flowing a little bit. Dying a little quicker here. I mean, we kill some of them. That's the main thing. I think it's going to come down to this Oh My Gods again. Maybe we'll get a second Moab Hex if we wait long enough. Maybe? Since we did such an early one. Even if we do, it's going to be still very painful. All right, let's speed this up. Speed it up. Come on, Moab Hex. Keep me in the game here. Second Moab Hex in a single round. Is that going to make the game for us? Oh my god. It's absurd. And we do. We take down round 94. Now we are moving on to 95. It seems like 2 Moab Hexes is the answer for us. So goofy. Would not have expected that whatsoever. I don't think I've ever used 2 Moab Hexes in a single round. All right, now round 95 here. We're going to have to do the exact same thing, Moab Hex. As soon as we get it, Moab Hex is up. See how we're doing here. DDT is trying to sneak through, getting very far, and I think we lose. All right, let's move this guy back to strong. We also need to build another sniper, and we're going to build him up to a large caliber, and as soon as I get the money for it, we're going to buy the bouncing bullet. But I want any... Ooh, this guy's also alive, too. Let's buy a second large caliber here. It seems like a very difficult round, though. I don't know what else I can do for Ezili to do any better here. Moab Hex is just not up. I needed it for round 94 to be used twice. We're going to hope that this strong is going to affect the game a little bit better in our favor. Moab Hex looks like it will come up in time, I think. It's very scary looking right now. And there it goes. Round 95. That kind of makes sense. Gosh darn it. Alrighty, friends. This is what it all comes down to. Geraldo. Can Geraldo and his wondrous amazingness take us through all the way through to the end? That is the question. So, we've done our best. We've done a very good job overall. Getting to round 90 was honestly not very difficult. A lot of time... Geraldo's fairly time-consuming. You got to build all these little turrets. Make sure you're upgrading them in like the right ways and everything, and make sure you build all the rabbits and everything at the right time. It's not just like a sit and watch and kind of like let it unfold as as it wants to unfold. You have to make it unfold, or fold it up into some sort of origami swan, or origami. In this situation, it's kind of an origami turd, you know? One of those. It's not fun to look at, and it's pretty terrible, but you know what? It took a lot of time. Alright, it took a lot of time, so you have to put it in a case and watch it for the rest of your life. That's where we're at right now. As far as money is concerned, we've got some extra money in here. I don't want to save it for anything besides a genie here and there, so I think we can make those kind of on the fly. So instead, we're going to build just, again, the usual. We're going to build a sniper up to bouncing bullet, and even faster firing if we need popping power, and top path if we need DP popping power. I think a good mix is always good. We did lose on round 95 with Ezili, but for most of these, it does not seem like round 95 is actually that big of a deal. But you can tell the Bloons on round 92 already becoming kind of problematic here. Not fun to deal with. Now, Geraldo is level 19 already, and he will not reach level 20 on round 94, but he might reach it for 95. So we're going to have to watch this sort of carefully here. All right. See how we're doing. DDT's not too shabby. Some Bloons inside. Nah, shouldn't be a big deal, bro. Shouldn't be a big deal. All right, so for this next round here, definitely going to get one more large caliber for round 95. Or excuse me, not for 94, round 95. 94, I don't know if that's going to be a big deal, but this is the point where like anything could be a problem. Literally anything can be a problem. So it looks like, ooh. Yeah, so we have to buy at least a genie here. It'll surprisingly just make our lives actually easier, because 94 will hopefully not be a problem anymore. But it does mean for 95 we will be getting... I'm almost positive we're going to reach level 20 at this next junction. So it's best off just build them, get them out of the way. I could spend some of that extra money on snipers and whatnot, but... I don't know. I've already done it, so it's too late to go back. Let's see. Are we going to reach level 20? We do! We reached level 20. So, that means we're going to build 4 more turrets right away. We're going to build them mostly on this side because this is where the bad's going to come out. So, we've got 2 of them here. If I can fit another one over here, I will. No, and this is a pretty good spot as well. 3 and 4. All of these shooty turrets are up. We get these guys back, so we're going to sharpen all these shooty turrets. We're going to do the, it doesn't really matter too much, but we're going to go for these guys because they are the upgraded shooty turrets over the unupgraded shooty turrets, even though those are in slightly better positions. And then we are going to still build more sniper action. Let's see how round 95 is going to go before we do anything too crazy here, but what I want to do is I'm definitely going to buy the cam detection on Geraldo. It's only a little bit of money, and just knowing that every single one of these guys can pop camo balloons now is pretty absurd, but I've got 2 genies, so how could we possibly lose? I mean, come on. Come on. You can't. But now the genies are gone. Alright. You only get 2 genies forever now. Ooh, I forgot about Geraldo's fire. I got more fires. Fire it up, my friends. Anytime we can fire, we are going to fire. And with that many fires, I'm feeling pretty comfy overall. We're going to go for a quick random glue over here. Why to just slow everything down a little bit. Plus, it should help out for slowing down one of the random round 97 oh my gods as well, ideally. Bouncing bullet. And since DDTs aren't that bad, I'm actually thinking about going for more even faster firings. Alright, that's just overall popping power. Geraldo does not have any abilities that we can use, it's all about buying. But we're going to try to save both genies for around 99 or 100, but we might have to use one on round 98 and one on round 99, which would be fine. I think our bad popping power should be good enough with these snipers. Should be. Hopefully. We got another bouncing bullet and another even faster firing. Alright, a lot of oh my gods on the screen right now. We're going to have to watch this very carefully. We're going to hope that the bunny is going to end up killing most of these Bloons, man. He's actually surprisingly one of the best poppers in the game. The bunny. The bunny. Super bunny. Charge through these Bloons, baby. Charge through them all. And with some Jerry's fires combined all together, we do take down round 96. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let's not forget about that upgrade. I feel like it's really easy for me to upgrade them halfway and then not finish it off like this. Never finish it off. It's just like regular life, man. Never finish her off. All right, well, back in action. No, I'm lying. The opposite. We always finish, man. Always, everybody. Yeah, make life is good. Let's skip that. Let's well, yeah, back to Geraldo. Very easy around 97. Uber duper easy. And before things get too wild here, I am just going to straight up do it. We're going to go for 1 genie on round 98. I'm going to try to not use 2 genies on round 98, though. If we have any extra things, I'm going to use them. I might end up using one of my Maelstroms here, This is just like the round to use it. We want to make sure there's a big build up here before we do that, though. Might even use 2. I don't want to lose it. I cannot see what the heck's going on here. All right, we got a big enough build up here. We're going to go for maybe all 3. There's one of them. Here's a second one. I think that should be enough. But I am still very afraid, so we're going to go for a third Stromage. All of our Stromages have been used. We're watching very carefully here. There are Bloons sneaking through right now. Oh my god, that is too many Bloons. Oh boy. Alright, it's super hard to tell what the heck's going on in here, man. This is just so scary. I feel like I could easily mess up, screw this up, and ruin it for the rest of my life, man. Forever and ever. Another bouncing bullet, even faster firing. We're getting down to the very nitty-gritty here. Bloon's trying to sneak through. I can't tell what's going on. It's like there's a Bloon there, there's a Bloon over there. I think I have to restart again, and I think I've got to go double Genie, which is so upsetting. All right, before I double Genie, I want to try one other thing. I've got Moab glue just on the right side over here. I'm going to try to slow some stuff down a little bit more while these guys kind of get in the way. Hopefully that's going to work out a little bit better for us. No guarantees any which way, and it's still very, very, very scary. I feel like my main issue is that I feel like I have to use Maelstrom so early. Once we get down into BFB territory here, there's 1 Maelstrom. There's 2 Maelstroms. It's popping a lot of Bloons, obviously, but oh, crap. See, look at that. That would have killed me. That would have. I'm going 2 Genies. I'm just going 2 Genies, man. I cannot do this. The thing about 2 Genies is I do not have the money necessary to get both Genies, so I actually have to use the money that I'm going to gain on this round to build my second Genie, which is kind of sad. We should get the money pretty reasonably quickly here, but it's still just kind of upsetting to know that that's going to be the case. And then I still have to build Maelstroms after that, so all of my money really is getting poured into this Geraldo action here. Almost wish that I had a little bit more money to play around with here. Here's a second Genie. Geraldo needs to get them Stromages going. Here's 1 Strom. Here's 2 Stroms. And here's our third and final Strom. And it looks like it's happening very slowly, very quickly. And we do. We take down round 98, but that again uses both Genies here. We will not have any extra Genies for round 100, which is unbelievably upsetting. We've got a little extra money here. Hopefully the DDTs just go down. Looks like they are just gonna go down. Fantastic. Love to see it. Bouncing bullet, even faster firing. And that's pretty much all she wrote. We got to just take down 1 bad, but with no Genies. With no Genies under our belt here. I don't know if there's anything else that I could do different. Ooh, I got a couple nail mines here. It might not be much damage. But if we can get this down to... if we pop the bad layer, it should not be a big deal at all. It's all about popping that bad layer. And then I can use my Moab glue here for my little bit of additional slowdown. I'm just going to throw them both down here so I can micro if I need to. Something should get hit over there. We can speed this up, though. It's a nice slow Bloon. Okay, there's 1 wraparound. It's already popped. DDTs are dead. All we gotta do is take down a fuse. Oh my god, that should not be a big deal. We can go Genie-less on round 100. I believe. It could be, it should be, and it is! The snipers! We've finally done it, my friends! Oh my god, and of course, it was not really the snipers doing the brute force the work here. It was definitely Geraldo. But it is possible, my friends. It is possible. Thank you so much for watching, and have a super duper delicious day.